allegiance and prayer.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please stand for prayer, please. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you today and we just say if we have any requests. We ask that you help the recovery efforts, First Church in North Carolina, in Georgia, Florida as well. Now Florida is facing another as well. Watch over them, on them. We also would like to over and help the years hurricane. Get on the road. You with all of us. Those situations are safe from whatsoever. Thank you for the opportunity for the citizens. Great.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Special announcements and recognition. I have one that I'd like to read. And I'm going to start off, and as soon as I read it, you're going to know who it's about. I would like to recommend Carrie Reneker and Jade Jones for Employees of the Month. They really did an outstanding job with the Olympic events for the county employees. It was a lot of additional work for their office, and it was an amazing morale booster for all involved. They are doing a wonderful job, and I feel they are very deserving of positive recognition for their initiative and hard work in making everyone's day go much better, all the while maintaining a top-notch HR office without interruption. With Carrie and Jade up there, I feel the Howard County Human Resource Office is the best it has ever been in my county career. So, it is with great pleasure and honor that we get to recognize Carrie and Jade in the Human Resource Office. So if you guys would come forward, we'll come out. You know, these ladies really did an exceptional job, and not only just with the Olympic competition they had for the county employees, but in everything they do. And I will certainly prefer that one of the best HR departments. We truly appreciate everything you have.
I would just add that sometimes I was a former county employee for plus years, and this department seems to be more pro-employee. That makes it much better for the employee. Full talking.
Even though Carrie gives me a hard time all the time. So, Carrie, you, you. So, hold those up so they can get pictures of it. I know it's painful to take pictures. Here, but hang in there. Congratulations. Good job. See? We've done much to improve the morale of our employees, and we appreciate that. Okay. Approval of previous meeting minutes.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Those are approved. Department of Business and Reports, Howard County Sheriff's Office. Major Gary Cook.
Good afternoon, and I would just like to second this new HR regime. They're doing a great job as far as morale and everything goes, pushing out information, newsletters. It's a breath of fresh air. Come before you today, we're wanting to purchase a new canine, dual-purpose canine for the sheriff's office. Some of you may have forgotten, in January this year, we had to medically retire one of our canines. And we're just looking, we've received donations from businesses, from the public. There's been a donation fund that was set up, and just asking for your permission, because I believe at the end of this month, we'll be able to head over to Ultimate Canine in Westfield, select a dog and get training going.
Hey Gary, can you explain real quickly what dual purpose means?
This will be search and narcotics detection. Search, apprehend, and narcotics detection.
Canines serve a great purpose out there.
They do good work for us.
I have a motion and a second for the canine purchase, the Howard County Sheriff's Department. All in favor?
Aye.
That motion.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gary. Next, we have Amber Toll from the Highway Department.
Thank you. First, I also wanted to thank Carrie. I think she's doing a phenomenal job. I think since her literal first day, my department has probably called on her more than any other. So I appreciate all of her help and guidance on lots of different issues. So I thank her too. So I have two items to present to you today. The first one is our annual material bid advertisement. These are for all of our bids that we utilize for the following year for 2025, and I just want to post that advertisement so that we can solicit bids for those items. And that just requires your signature for us to go ahead and advertise that.
Appears to be that time of the year.
Yes.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion is approved.
And my second item is a utility reimbursement agreement for Bridge 56 replacement. This is a utility reimbursement for Duke Energy. At the very last minute, we realized that Duke is in an easement through this segment. It's a very, very old easement, and I did go through the process. It is legitimate, so they are entitled to reimbursement. We looked at this several different ways, and we tried to do the least expensive relocation that we could do, which is for Duke to put in a switch on both sides of that bridge so that they can switch off the electricity while we set our beams and do any piling or driving or anything like that. So we did it the least expensive way possible, but there is some cost to that item, which Duke is entitled to reimbursement for. So we do have the agreement. I sent it to Alan, and it seems to be okay. And so that just requires signatures and agreement to that reimbursable.
Yes. Where, how would you pay for this?
I do have money in my bridge fund for Bridge 56 to cover this. I do. It is $13,329.79. And the appropriate justification is in the agreement as well.
A motion to approve the utility reimbursement.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
That is
All right. This is the first one I've had. Usually, during transition, they are required to do that information. However, this was something.
And
So
you missed
went
it?
way back. So nobody saw it, they found it, they produced it, we tried to make it. It was,
It's in your records now.
it's in the record now.
There you
yeah.
go. Thank you for bringing that forward, Amber.
Usually we know. However,
Okay. Anything else, Amber?
that's all I have.
Okay, thank you. That brings us to new business. Is there new business to come before the commissioners? Hearing none, seeing none. Claims and reports, salary claims.
$1,072,673.88.
Approved. Second.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Are approved. Payroll expense,
$1,072,673.88.
Second.
have a motion and a second, all in favor? Are approved. Operating claims,
$3,865,349.70.
much.
Second.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Those are approved. We have any claims to ratify? Any monthly report?
We have the county treasurer's monthly report, month ending 8/31/20.
Mark that as received. Any grants?
And
Thank you. Mr. Wilson,
I have for the Board of Commissioners recommendation for the purchase of the Firestone buildings a resolution. Statute, purchase would be by the Howard County Redevelopment Commission, requires approval by this board. Present this resolution. Need a number for that.
2024-BR-7.
17. We have a resolution of the Howard County Board of Commissioners recommending purchase of the Firestone building. Questions? Comments? Okay. Any public comments?
Brad Simone, Eastern Howard County. I have a comment. On the 24th of September, the BZA had a meeting about that little mini farm out there on the west side over in Hickory Lane. I read the paper and saw the results. I'm a little upset with this whole thing, this whole BZA. Plan Commission Director back there. Something's up. I mean, for a handful of animals on 0.91 acres, to not be a good fit for a neighborhood and to damage property values does not make any sense to me when over 1 million panels, solar panels, on 6 square miles, 4,000 acres, surrounding people's homes, won't hurt property values and must be a good fit for the neighborhood because it got approved for special exception. So, just like I wrote to the paper, I don't know if you read it or not, but in the paper I said, when there's hypocrisy like these kind of decisions are made that are hypocritical like this, something's up. Somebody's compromised by money, by somebody with influential power, something, because this makes 0 sense how a few animals on 0.91 acres, not surrounding anybody's homes, will damage property values and isn't a good fit for a neighborhood, but 6 square miles, 4,000 acres, million solar panels surround people's homes. They won't do that. That doesn't make any sense. So I think there should be an investigation into our BZA and our planning commission director, because something's not right. Something smells funny right now. That's all I have to say, guys.
Thank you. Any other comments?
Yeah, I got a comment. Mr. Simone needs to read the zoning ordinance before he comes and makes unwarranted comments like that. When my office gets a complaint, it's my job to go out, check the complaint. We did. There are several other issues with that property besides the number of animals. It's also a trash property that needs to be cleaned up. We contacted the property owners. We told them that. We told them that they need to go before the BZA to get all this resolved. That's what the zoning ordinance says. To have farm animals in a rural residential zone, there has to be a special exception given by the Board of Zoning Appeals. It went before the board. They turned it down. Now the homeowners have to clean this property up. He's not comparing apples to apples and oranges to oranges.
Now, when I was a drill sergeant in the United States Army, we were always taught, you always say, are there any further comments on the subject pertaining to what we just talked about? Yes, I forgot that. But I'm a firm believer in citizens have a right. So with that being said, are there any further comments to the subject? Any comments?
I am Kaylee Pemberton, representing the Kokomo Howard County Public Library. Our main location is at 220 North Union Street, which sits directly across the street from the Firestone building. I am just here to share that we love being a part of a vibrant downtown that welcomes people from all walks of life. We want our downtown to feel safe and inviting for everybody. We see a lot of people come to play and work in our walls at the library. And we just want our downtown to look as inviting as possible for everyone that comes down. We are really excited about whatever opportunities come forward. We would love to be a part of seeing plans come to fruition, to see the Firestone building transform into something that is a little more eye-catching and inviting for anyone that wants to visit downtown Kokomo. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir, come to the podium, give us your name and address.
I own Walt Malt's Barbershop, 301 North Main on the corner, and I just painted it and had Scott pictures. People did a really good job on it.
All the painting.
And I'm real happy with the work they've done, and I'd like to see the buildings around here continue, and I give Scott Pitcher a lot of credit for that, continue to build and look better. I think the Firestone building over here is not doing that. I think it needs to be removed, and I'd like to see some landscaping and whatever means, whatever you have plans for that. But we have homeless people living in there. They've had to be ran out. The art alley all the way down. Every morning, I won't walk down there anymore. And years ago, I could walk down there, but now there's trash and debris and homeless people. I feel sorry for the homeless people, and I hope that there's a way to help them. I don't have the solution. I used to have popcorn for them and stuff, but I've quit doing that because they stole stuff from me, but that's a different story. But anyway, I'd like to see the building come down and put something that look a lot nicer in there. Be able to see more of downtown from it too, because it really blocks the view from the barbershop to see the Y and to see the library and to see different stuff downtown. So I'd love to see it come down.
Any other public comment? I will tell you just to take off on that remark about the pump. In the very near future, you're going to see at the podium suggestions coming up that we're going to try and help address, not fix, help address the homeless situation. So that's, stay tuned, I guess is the best I can tell you with that. So, any comments from the board?
As a commissioner, I was not necessarily 100% on board of the building. I feel like that it's somewhat of a city problem rather than the county's problem. But I also understand that we have a footprint downtown, the county does, of a certain area, and this only enhances our area. So think I've come on board with that and understanding that it will help the county's footprint downtown to be able to do things. As far as the homeless goes, I do feel like that over the 2 years that I've been commissioner, we have thrown a little bit of money toward that problem with some of the opioid funds that we've had. And we're continuing to do that as well. It is a problem down here, and I'm sure that you're correct, that there are probably homeless people in there, and you do see them around this area daily. I don't have an answer 100% either on what to do with it to fix that, but I think between the rescue mission, some of the stuff that Howard's doing, some of the stuff that Fort County's doing, some of the money that we're trying to put towards some of that, I think we're going to see some results. That doesn't mean we're going to eliminate the problem or completely do away with it, but I think that we're moving in a better direction.
Stay tuned.
I always like to remind people that I hear often, that's the city. Berger County, that's the city. I always like to remind people, I am county commissioner for District 2. District 2 is mainly the city of Kokomo. So that is, we all serve the entire county, but that is my district, District 2, which means it's mostly city. So I am the county commissioner for the city, even though I'm the county commissioner for the entire city, these two. So I just like to remind people, if you live in the city, you live in the county. And so we all take that very seriously. Yes, the city is the city. Yes, they have their city responsibility. We have responsibility from county line to county line, east, west, north. So I just like to remind. So, any other comments? Twice, so. Okay, we have this resolution. I would entertain a motion for the resolution of the Howard County Board of Commissioners recommending purchase of the Firestone building.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
The resolution is passed. Sign it. Give it to Mr. Lipinski. Thank you, gentlemen. Mr. Wilson, any other issues?
I would just add that process involves 3 separate contracts: purchase of the building, demolition of the building, redevelopment of the property. I would recommend that the board put to a vote approval of an authorization to execute these.
Heard the recommendation of our attorney.
Make that motion.
A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
That is. The other thing, if we get a date for all that to happen so that we can schedule that. Thank you for coming and lending your support. I anticipate some green space happening downtown. Will be much needed. And thank you, Mr. Pitcher, for your help in this project. Okay, any commissioner issues, Mr. Lipinski?
Nothing.
Okay.
No, sir.
Public comments. Any public comments come from commissioners? What?
All right, I misunderstood that whole
You already
thing.
said
I
your
thought it was
part,
a
right?
public comment, not my fault.
I always appreciate.
I was excited. I
when
got excited.
people come to our meetings and say their part. It's important that we as commissioners hear from. Thank you all for attending. Appreciate it. With that. Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Again, let me reiterate to our Human Resource Department, congratulations, job well done. Thank you all.